got this food from last class. Currently putting in the biodigester. Pushing it all the way in. There are two troughs with plants growing in a sandy medium. One trough is watered with a 5-liter bucket of regular water, and the other is watered with a 5-liter bucket of slurry or fertilizer from the biodigester. This trough contains plants nourished by plain water. This other trough on the right uses the biodigester slurry. Comparatively, you can clearly see the trough on the left using plain water is not as lush as the trough using slurry as fertilizer on the right. Next, I went to check on this small Mayan breadnut tree that was located to the space. It was not doing so well, so we poured some slurry over it to see if it would help its growth. The breadnut tree is an extremely important wonder food that sustained the ancient Mayan civilization in harsh Central American environments. These nuts are nutrient dense with high fiber, calcium, iron, antioxidants, protein, and vitamins. This is a mini-scale biodigester so students can see what it looks like inside. The left pipe is for stuff to be put into the digester such as cow manure, water, and food waste. The angled pipe to the right is a small spout so the slurry can come out. Here we did an experiment with the students on biodegradable materials. A company called Beyond Green gave us some compostable bags to see how long it would take to break down in the biodigester. We asked students to put soil and cow manure in the bag and shoved it down the small biodigester.
Food goes down into the dragon's belly. It goes down into the dragon's belly. And there's microorganisms like hydrolytic, acidogenic, acetogenic, and methanogenic organisms that convert that food waste into methane gas and liquid treasure. All right, so the liquid treasure we use to grow food all over Rosebud, and look what we can do with the gas. Check this out. We're gonna try to light this baby right there. Look at that. Maybe you can't tell because this gas is so clean, but I want you to believe that it's burning. So I want you to hover your hand over it like this. If you feel something warm, up high. If you feel something warm, then it's real. If not, then it's a magic trick. Is it warm? Is it warm? Up high. You feel it? Up high.
At the solar station, a company named Solar Pros came to teach the students the basics on solar power. Solar utilizes the power of the sun in order to produce energy. To find the optimal solar position, we learned the importance of locating the sun's direction or azimuth and altitude or elevation, which can differ in different latitudes. We did a little experiment with the students finding the correct pitch and direction of the sun by simply using a stick and string. The string is used to mark the shadow of the stick. This station on aquaponics was my favorite. Aquaponics is basically a combination of growing fish and growing plants without soil in a holistic system. Plants or fish feed are first fed to the fish. The fish waste in the form of ammonia is pumped into plants growing in a clay medium. Bacteria and microbes will then convert the fish waste into nitrites, then to nitrates, which the plants will take up as fertilizer. Once the plants take up the nitrates, the water is cleaned and can return back to the fish. In this case, all but one fish survived the cold snap in January, so new fish were needed. This water station showed how simple it would be to purify water. By only using pebbles, gravel, coarse sand, and fine sand, murky water can slowly be filtered into clear water. The students here made a simple replica of this blue barrel using a plastic water bottle and small amounts of gravel, coarse sand, and sand to filter water, just like this picture here. The final station was on soil. In a fish tank, students can see the different layers of soil underground. There's the top layer of mulch, which consists of leaves and wood chips, and then there's the root zone where there's topsoil, compost, and worms. The small container on the side allows students to get a first-hand feel of the moist soil with worms crawling around, aerating and fertilizing the soil.